Welcome to our channel, where we will delve into the 7 great wisdom of ancient Stoic philosophy with you. Ancient Stoic philosophers understood the power of discretion and silence, realizing that not every thought or experience should be shared with the world. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. Today, we will explore the 7 wisdom teachings of Stoic philosophy, which will help us enhance personal growth and inner strength. Do not degrade yourself. One of the fundamental principles of Stoicism is to refrain from expressing negative thoughts about yourself. This means you should not speak derogatory words about yourself in your inner thoughts or even verbally. As the renowned Stoic philosopher and Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, even if you're going to break your neck, do it in your own house. The reason behind this is to protect your self-esteem and mental well-being. Continuously indulging in thoughts like, I'm bad at this, or I'll never improve, can undermine your self-esteem. These negative self-assessments can significantly affect your motivation and hinder your personal growth. To follow this Stoic wisdom, it's essential to pay attention to your inner dialogue. Instead of degrading yourself, strive to remind yourself of your potential and abilities. Tell yourself, I am capable of doing this. Even if not immediately, I will eventually succeed. By adopting a positive and growth-oriented mindset, you will strengthen your self-confidence and resilience in line with the core principles of Stoicism. Do not boast about self-improvement. The famous Stoic philosopher Epictetus provided valuable advice on self-improvement, suggesting that as we strive to become better individuals, we should do so with humility and discretion. This means we should not loudly proclaim our efforts and achievements, but let our actions be the true testament to our growth. Essentially, Epictetus emphasizes that self-improvement should be a personal journey pursued for our own benefit, not for the applause or recognition of others. When we constantly boast about our progress, we may dilute the sincerity of our intentions. It's akin to announcing our goals before achieving them, which might inadvertently diminish our motivation and commitment. Epictetus encourages us to follow the ancient adage, actions speak louder than words. This means that true measure of our self-improvement is not in grand declarations, but in tangible changes in our behavior, character, and thinking. Real growth is demonstrated through our actions, how we treat others, the wisdom we impart, and the virtues we embody. The key is that self-improvement should be a quiet and steadfast pursuit. Instead of broadcasting our intentions, we should diligently work behind the scenes, focusing on personal development. By doing so, we allow our accomplishments to shine naturally and inspire others. People are more likely to be influenced by the tangible improvements we display rather than our empty words. Do not indulge excessively. The famous Stoic philosopher Musonius Rufus provided important guidance on practicing moderation in various aspects of life, particularly emphasizing our dietary habits. His wisdom highlights that excessive indulgence can lead to adverse consequences, including physical and psychological burdens, as well as faster fatigue. Stoic philosophy underscores discipline and self-control as fundamental keys to success, not only in our professional endeavors but also in the broader aspects of our lives. This means that the virtue of moderation is not merely a recommendation but a fundamental principle to be embraced. Imagine a pendulum swinging, with one end being indulgence, overeating, or excessive drinking, a path that may offer momentary pleasure but ultimately adds to our physical and mental burdens. For instance, overeating may lead to physical discomfort, health issues, and psychological distress, including guilt or regret. Similarly, excessive drinking may impair judgment and result in a loss of self-control. On the other extreme, we have extreme restraint or abstinence, which can also be harmful, potentially leading to feelings of deprivation and despondency. Ironically, it might even fuel future cravings for excessive indulgence. Musonius Rufus' wisdom advises us to find balance, and moderation is key. Temperance is the virtue, and rather than eating until discomfort or overindulging in drinks, we should consume them until satisfaction. Enjoy them to enhance our experiences, not hinder them. As Musonius Rufus demonstrates, Stoic philosophy teaches us that moderation is not just a virtue concerning food and drinks, it is a universal principle that can be applied to various aspects of life. Through practicing moderation, we exercise discipline and self-control, which is not only beneficial but essential for achieving success and maintaining a harmonious life. Therefore, remember that in the grand symphony of life, moderation plays a crucial role in harmonizing our actions and ensuring a more fulfilling and balanced journey. For do not talk too much, the ancient philosopher Zeno, known as the father of Stoicism, imparted timeless wisdom that still holds profound significance in today's noisy and talkative world. He wisely said, "You have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, so you should listen more than you speak." This seemingly simple advice carries deep meaning, urging us to reflect on how we communicate and interact with others. In modern society, the clamor for attention seems louder than ever, making Zeno's counsel increasingly important. This noise often manifests in social media, meetings, and everyday conversations, where everyone strives to make their voices heard. However, in the effort to make our thoughts known, we sometimes forget the immense value of actively and attentively listening. Listening is an art that requires not just the absence of noise, but also a focus on the words, emotions, and unspoken meanings of others. When you listen, you offer a precious gift, demonstrating respect for the thoughts, feelings, and experiences of the speaker. In a world filled with noise, being a good listener sets you apart and serves as evidence of your empathy and consideration. When you listen, you create space for meaningful connections where people feel heard, understood, and valued, leading to stronger relationships and more effective communication. Whether in personal or professional settings, being a good listener can enhance relationships, foster collaboration, and instill a sense of trust. Furthermore, listening provides you with opportunities for learning and growth. By actively engaging in the words of others, you gain new perspectives, insights, and knowledge. Listening becomes a source of personal development and a pathway to making wise decisions. Therefore, Zeno's ancient advice remains profoundly relevant today. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, so you should listen more than you speak. In a world where self-expression often takes the forefront, being a good listener is an embodiment of mindfulness, respect, and wisdom. So, the next time you find yourself in a conversation, remember the power of listening, and you will discover deeper connections with others and a path to personal and professional growth. No. 5. Do not overly focus on the future. Stoic philosophy imparts an important lesson about not excessively fixating on the future. Great Stoic thinkers like Epictetus remind us that there are aspects of life we simply cannot control, and worrying excessively about things beyond our control, such as future events, past events that have already happened, or the thoughts and actions of others, becomes a source of needless stress and unhappiness. Epictetus, a renowned Stoic philosopher, emphasized that the key to true happiness lies in letting go of worries beyond our control. He wisely said, "Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are not." The specific implications of Stoic wisdom are: accepting the limits of control. It's essential to recognize that you cannot dictate every aspect of your life. Some events are entirely out of your influence, and excessive worry or concern will not alter them. Focus on the present. Instead of dwelling on the past or being anxious about the future, Stoic philosophy advises us to concentrate on the present moment. Your power lies in your actions and choices right now. By striving to do your best in the present, you can actively shape your future. Choose your responses. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of controlling your reactions and attitudes. While you cannot control external events, you can always control how you respond to them. This self-mastery allows you to find peace and contentment in the face of life's uncertainties. Reduce unnecessary stress. Constantly worrying about future possibilities is a way to create stress and anxiety. Stoic philosophy teaches us to embrace the unpredictability of life and accept it rather than resist it. By doing so, we can lighten our psychological burden and live more calmly. Stoic philosophy encourages us not to excessively worry about the future, but to focus on what we can control. This approach can lead to greater happiness, increased resilience, and a more tranquil mindset. I hope you find these translations of Stoic wisdom valuable and inspiring. Stoicism offers timeless guidance for living a meaningful and fulfilling life, and its principles continue to resonate in our modern world. No. 6. Do not forget ingratitude. An essential aspect of interacting with others is expressing gratitude or its opposite, ingratitude. It is crucial never to show that you are ungrateful for anything because life itself is an incredible gift, and we should embrace it with gratitude, appreciating every moment bestowed upon us. As the ancient philosopher Epictetus wisely said, "The wise individual does not grieve for what they lack, but rejoices in what they have." This timeless wisdom teaches us always to recognize and be grateful for the good things in life and the efforts of those contributing to our happiness. When we express ingratitude, we may alienate ourselves from those around us. This can lead to misunderstandings, hurt feelings, and a tense social atmosphere. In contrast, expressing gratitude helps build positive relationships, creating an environment where people feel appreciated and cherished. So, when interacting with others, always remember the importance of gratitude. Cultivate a habit of expressing appreciation for the kindness, opportunities, and well-being of others. By doing so, you not only promote positive relationships but also enrich your own life, recognizing the goodness and kindness surrounding you. No. 7. Avoid complaining. Complaining is a habit many of us unconsciously develop, often using it to vent frustration or seek sympathy from others. However, in reality, complaining rarely contributes to improving the situation and often brings about negative emotions. As the philosopher Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "A happy life requires very little, just your way of thinking." In other words, our happiness largely depends on our mindset and how we choose to perceive and respond to the world around us. When we complain about something, it typically doesn't lead to problem-solving or positive change. Instead, it often creates a victim mentality and a sense of helplessness. It reinforces the idea that we have no control over our circumstances, which can lead to increased stress and frustration. Furthermore, constant complaining can put strain on our relationships, emotionally burdening those around us. And over time, people may become less willing to offer support or companionship. Negative emotions are contagious, and complaining often spreads these negative feelings. In contrast, choosing not to complain, focusing on the positive, and seeking solutions can have profound effects on our lives. Improves mental health. When you stop complaining, you free yourself from dwelling on problems and instead focus on solutions. This can reduce stress, increase emotional resilience, and enhance overall mental well-being. Strengthens relationships. People are naturally drawn to those who exude a positive atmosphere. Choosing not to complain can strengthen social connections and build more meaningful relationships. Increases productivity. Complaining often distracts attention and hinders action. When you shift your mindset, seek solutions, and take positive steps, you become more productive and efficient. Fosters gratitude. Not complaining encourages you to be more grateful for the good things in life, no matter how small. This can bring about a sense of satisfaction and happiness. So, choosing not to complain, focusing on the positive, and seeking solutions can cultivate a happier and more fulfilling life. The key to happiness lies within ourselves and how we choose to perceive and respond to the world. Stoic philosophy emphasizes positive thinking, viewing complaining and negative emotions as destructive to life. Selective silence is seen as a beneficial practice that can help people reflect on their inner thoughts, observe the world, and gain insight to lead a deeper, more meaningful life. Stoic philosophy encourages people to be mindful of when to speak and when to remain silent in their speech and communication. This promotes personal growth and deeper self-awareness. By practicing selective silence, individuals can better control their lives, guiding wisdom and intent to achieve a more profound and meaningful existence. This text reminds us that through Stoic philosophy's principles, we can better understand ourselves and the world, and through selective silence, we can enhance insight and introspection for deeper personal growth. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.